Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for dialing into today's Wakaya Perfection launch call. Happy Wealthy Wednesday. We have a phenomenal call lined up for you today. My name is Dr. Jatea Wiley, and I am a founding Ruby ambassador out of Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm so very excited to introduce you today's presenter. She is an ordained minister of spiritual consciousness. She is a world traveler, and just in the last few years alone, she's been in 7 different countries. She is the author of 11 books on practical spirituality. She is a new grandmother. G-Mommy is who she is, of a beautiful baby girl named Empress. She's doing amazing things in Wakaya Perfection, and she's achieved every single bonus this compensation plan has to offer, including the car bonus and a free Royal Caribbean Founders Cruise for 2 with upgrades to a balcony. So it is my great pleasure and profound joy to introduce to you my sponsor, my mentor, my great friend, and my spiritual mother, founding Emerald Ambassador, Reverend Valerie Love. Are you on this side of the call?
I am here, Dr. Jatea Wiley. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you clearly. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, and thank you as always for all your amazing service to the team and to the Wakaya Nation. Thank you for being who you are, and thank you for just putting a smile on my face and brightening up our day. I appreciate you. Let's get down to business, family. So you took a few precious moments out of your day to be here with us in this experience that I intend will be packed with value for you. As was mentioned, I am Valerie Love. I am a minister, an author, a coach. And when I was approached with this opportunity, maybe as many of you, I was way too busy to do one more thing. It's almost like spinning a lot of plates on top of sticks like you see them with the circus. You have so many things going on in your life. As you've heard, I've got children, I've got grandchildren. I just had a new grandbaby. I have coaching practices. I have a business. I'm writing 3 books at the same time. I have a lot going on. And even still, when I was approached with this opportunity, what I know by watching the Sharks on Shark Tank is that they have a portfolio of businesses. Now, some people are overwhelmed with one business, yet the Sharks on Shark Tank, comprising of multimillionaires and billionaires, have a portfolio of businesses and speak of how many businesses they'd like to add to their portfolio. So they're always looking for a great opportunity, just like you. We just got a new POTUS in these United States, President of the United States, so congratulations to our new POTUS. And I would love for us to go to a former POTUS. And the POTUS that I would like us, since we're in this presidential spirit, I would like us to go to a POTUS of yesteryear in the 60s, of which I am a child. I'm a child of the 60s. And here is the POTUS that I would love for us to focus on for a quick moment, and that is President Kennedy. Now, absolutely, he has something to do with you. You may be saying, well, what does this have to do with me? And what does this have to do with the opportunity that we're talking about? It has everything to do with it. And if you'll trust me just for a moment, I'll pull it all together, I promise you, and put a pretty bow on it. So let's go to the POTUS, who is President of the United States, Mr. John F. Kennedy. Now, if we recall, John F. Kennedy had a daunting task. He wanted, in addition to being POTUS, he wanted to put a man on the moon. Do you remember that? We had never been to the moon before, and also there was sort of this race to see who was going to be the first one to get to the moon. Was it going to be the Russians, the cosmonauts, or was it going to be the U.S., the astronauts? And there was a lot of talk around who's going to get to the moon, who's going to get to the moon, who's going to get to the moon first. Well, President Kennedy decided that we would put a man on the moon. What an ambitious vision, idea, thought. Well, what is the moon? Let's talk about what your moon is. Is your moon time freedom? Is your moon stroking a check to pay for whatever school you desire your children to go to? Is your moon family vacation on a luxury cruise like we're about to go on with an upgrade to a junior balcony suite, which I'm so grateful for? Is your moon time freedom? Just being able to spend your days how you desire? Is your moon giving to charities that light up your heart and soul, writing checks that are maybe bigger than checks than what you might have earned in an entire year? Is your moon great health, feeling good in your body, moving really well, flexible? Is your moon hanging out with a bunch of really motivated, really positive, really successful, really accomplished people? What is your moon? We all have a moon. It was put in us at birth. We were born with the dream. We were born with the dream in our heart. If you ask a child, what are you going to be when you grow up, as we often do, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be an astronaut. I'm going to be a firefighter. I'm going to the moon. They say all the amazing things that seem really big in their eyes. And if you ask my two little grandsons right now who are approaching 4 and 2, they'll tell you that they want to be Leonardo or Donatello from the Ninja Turtles. That's who they think they are. Or Superman or Spider-Man. They are big dreamers. They see their moon big and full and clear and full of light. Adults, however, have a different vantage point. Maybe you lived for a while and you didn't reach your moon yet. Maybe you've had peak experiences, all of us have, but you haven't been able to permanently live on your moon. You haven't gone to the moon yet. Well, in order to get to the moon, you need a rocket. Now, Wakaya Perfection, this opportunity that you came here to hear about, is the rocket. It's not your moon. It will take you to your moon. Now, here's what happens with most of us. A lot of us, and I fell into the same trap, we want to go to the moon, whether that's time freedom, health, great people you're doing life with, income beyond your wildest dreams, stroking checks to incredible organizations that do good work on the planet. Everyone has clearly in their mind or in their heart or somewhere inside that moon, but most people have an inappropriate vehicle. Most people have a vehicle of roller skates. Well, what are roller skates? Roller skates are a job. So maybe a person might be working at their job. Now, you can't go to the moon on roller skates. You could go to the corner, but you can't go to the moon on roller skates. But now, some people have a better vehicle than roller skates. They have a business like I did, but they're a solopreneur, a coach, a doctor, an attorney. I was a financial planner for 7 years at American Express. Solopreneurs. And solopreneurs, yes, it's a better vehicle than a job. And yes, we do run our own schedule, and yes, we have an incredible lifestyle opportunity ahead of us, yet it requires a lot of hard work. And one of our attorneys on our team, she says, we don't have residual income as attorneys. At least as a financial advisor, I had residual income. Attorneys don't have residual income. And so working, though we're highly paid professionals, that's a bike. So a solopreneur is like having a bike. It will take you further than the roller skate. It still won't take you to the moon. Because even though I'm a sought-after coach with many, many, many coaching clients, and my top client paid me 5 figures last year to coach them, clients pay me thousands to coach them. Well, if I'm not there to do the coaching, what happens? Nothing. And if nothing happens, no money happens. If I'm not there to get the next client and the next fee, what happens? Nothing happens. That means no money's happening. That's a problem. So though I had a bike, it was better than a job. It's still not going to take me to the moon. Now, some people have a car. They have a great business. Perhaps like Miss Cynthia Sly, who's one of our Emerald Ambassadors, founding Emerald Ambassador, highly successful in Wakaya Perfection. You'll hear her right here at the same time on Friday at 1 p.m. And she'll share with you her story. She's got a traditional business of a beauty salon and a spa, and it's booming in there. Anytime you go past Essential Spa and beauty salons, it's booming. Many women in there getting their hair done and they're buying Wakaya products. That's a business, and that business we could call a business car, a traditional business. It might take you further than roller skates. Further, it's a better vehicle than roller skates or being a solopreneur. Yet, you still can't go to the moon with a car. You want to go to the moon. Well, what did President Kennedy do? He showed us the moon. He inspired us with the moon. We're going to put a man on the moon. It will be one small step for man, one giant step for mankind. Who doesn't remember that quote? He inspired a whole nation talking about the moon. He didn't talk about the rocket. Well, we have a V492 late model, 1968 model rocket ship. It has 17 jet propulsion. We have jet fuel, and it's the best jet fuel you can buy, rocket fuel you can buy anywhere on the planet. We have that. And we have a big window so the astronauts can see outside, and they can look back at Earth. And we have the state-of-the-art cameras on. But who gets inspired by that? No one. We don't want to hear about the rocket. We were inspired because we were going to the moon. Well, of course, we know that if you want to go to the moon, you do need a rocket ship. Wakaya Perfection is the rocket ship. It is the vehicle that takes us to the moon. And so if you're ready to have just a better vehicle, just a better vehicle than a pair of roller skates, a bike, or a car to get to the moon. And it can actually take you to the moon, whatever your moon may be. Time freedom, financial freedom, gifting, philanthropy, investing. These are all the things that mean a lot to me. Family, generational wealth, leaving a legacy. These are the most important things to me, changing the world. If that's your moon, to reach it, you need a better vehicle. Wakaya is that vehicle. So now that we understand that, let's just spend the last couple of minutes talking a little bit about the rocket ship, because we're very clear that we'll be done in about 15 minutes. It doesn't take long, as Mr. Andre Vaughn says, my sponsor, to deliver good news, and this is great news. You have a vehicle. And the vehicle is incredibly inexpensive at only $550 to join, actually $499 to join with a huge Paradise Pack, where you get this incredible value of a suite, a health and wellness kit for your home. That's what I call it. And as we know, health is the first wealth, as our founder, Mr. David Gilmour, shares with us. Billionaire founder, David Gilmour, the very self-same billionaire who founded Fiji Water. I met Mr. David Gilmour at our company's launch of Wakaya Perfection just last month, about 3 weeks ago. We just launched this company about 3 weeks ago. But the beauty of launching a new company is that we don't have new products. Actually, one of our products has been on the world in use for thousands of years. It is turmeric. Except it's not the ordinary turmeric. It's the high-impact turmeric, as Mr. Blake Graham says. It's the turmeric on steroids, I guess you could call it. It's the turmeric of all turmeric. It's the mother of all turmeric. And we have been experiencing extreme health and vitality, inflammation leaving the body. That's been my experience with our turmeric. You can use it and have your own experience. So for a pittance, pretty much, because when I started my financial planning business with American Express, we had to buy the franchise. I can't even tell you how much that was. It was a whole lot more than $499 plus shipping shipping, handling, and tax. About $550, and you're all in for this rocket ship that actually can take you to your moon. Now, are we promising that you'll make millions? Are we promising that you'll instantly have time freedom? Just buy the rocket ship and you're going to have time freedom? Of course not. Didn't the astronauts have to learn how the rocket ship worked? Didn't they have to learn how to actually steer it to the moon and pilot it all the way to the moon? Didn't they have to learn the ins and outs of how the rocket ship worked so that it could take them to where they desire to be? Yes. Same thing here. So if you find out how the rocket ship works and you actually work it, it will take you to your moon. That's not a promise. It's simply how it works. And any business works if you work it. Lastly, let's conclude with this. This is a rocket ship. We have taken off. And we have taken off in the health and wellness industry and are making absolute ripples and a revolution through the health and wellness industry with what we are doing in Wakaya Perfection with detox and having your health become pristine again with a body that moves flexibly with no pain. That alone would be enough for most people, or even to release pounds, or simply to be happy. So here you have the rocket ship. Only you know what your moon is. Whatever it is, we can get you to it. Make sure to connect with the person who invited you here this afternoon. First, give them a hug and say, thank you so much that you presented me with a vehicle to get to my moon. And after that, tell them, I'm ready to get started. And after that, get any questions answered that you require answered in order to make a powerful business decision for your family. I will see you on the moon. Thank you. Have a great day.